Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the West Ham Network. We are live for your Matchday Live. West Ham take on Everton at London Stadium, and the team news is in. My name's Anton. I'll be bringing you the running commentary from today's game. After the game, we will go live to the London Stadium and get some fan reactions, so make sure you do stay tuned with us throughout. I'll be bringing you the running commentary of the game. But as you can see beside me, there is your starting 11 for West Ham. Obviously, we knew that Emerson would be missing due to picking up a couple of, or more than a couple of, yellow cards. So Creswell comes in instead of him. But the other big news is that Souček drops to the bench. So many a fan would have been desperate for that decision to be made. And that's exactly what David Moyes has done. Tommy Souček drops to the bench, and Kudus comes in to make his first team start in the Premier League, his first league debut, you could say, from a starting position in a West Ham shirt. And I think it's a good decision. I think by announcing this team, it looks like West Ham will probably set up with a 4-2-3-1 with Bowen, Paqueta, Mo as the kind of three in the middle of the park. And I think we should all probably be quite happy with that. A lot of people are calling for that as well. So yeah, 4-2, kind of 3-2. Could have started probably in the middle, and I think that maybe him and Pac-Man could interchange as much as they want in the in the game as well. Now let me jump into the Everton starting 11 for you. Pickford in goal, Michaelenko, Tarkowski is the captain, Branthwaite, Patterson all making up their defence. Onana, Garner, Decor, Harrison, McNeil, and Calvert-Lewin, who's been on a bit of form recently as well. I think that it's going to be a massive midfield battle. They've obviously, gone midfield heavy in terms of people who are strong and want to have that midfield battle. I think West Ham have got that ability in there, but we've gone for the more creative side of things as well. When it looks at West Ham's bench, there is no Mbama on the bench. We've got Fabianski, Mavropanos, Ogbonna, Kira, Birama, Souček, Fornals, Ings, and Corney. That makes up West Ham's 11 with all of the substitutions. So what do you think from that? Listen, every game's going to be a tough game. I think there's been a lot of reaction out there in the West Ham world, coming off of two defeats. Last week was not great against Aston Villa. It really wasn't. We weren't at the races at all. And the thing with that is, if a team is in first gear and we're in sixth gear, we're never going to get anywhere near them at all. And that's exactly what happened last week. Olympiacos, in the week, we underestimated them. David Moyes spoke out after it and said exactly that. So I think that you expected West Ham to go for a strong 11 in this game. Probably should have gone for a strong 11 against Olympiacos as well. Questionably, though, what's interesting is Creswell does start for this Premier League game, so we're relying a lot on his experience. A lot of people probably not too happy about that as well. But let me jump through the comments, see what everyone is saying. West Ham Faithful says, Irons, let's hope Kudus cooks today. Listen, it's always tough when you're a new player coming into a new league, and let's not underestimate the Premier League. I think it's a really, really tough league, and we all know that. But he's been playing really well. He's been playing really well as an impact player. And I feel like West Ham have definitely got enough in our tank today, as long as we play well to try and get the job done. But let's not underestimate their team, especially going forward. They've got Onana, the big man in the middle of the park, Decor, who's got a full-blown engine, Harrison, who we all know so well when he played for Leeds United, and he likes to bang a goal against West Ham, doesn't he? Dwight McNeil, he kind of blows hot and cold, and if he blows hot today, then he can be up there, definitely. And then Calvert-Lewin banging in the goals as well. Now, I'm just looking up here, and I'm seeing West Ham's defensive stats this season, and we're sitting in the bottom quarter for our defensive stats. Goals conceded, we're sitting in 15th. Shots conceded, 18th. Shots on target conceded, 17th. Big chances created, 17th. So we need to really buck up our ideas defensively, 100%. And I don't think there's anything to do with Areola. I think it's just been a mixed match of understanding back there. But equally, though, we need to protect that midfield and the ball's going through to them. Fostervord, where the hammers, Kudus, Mohammed. There you go. Today will be Kudus' first brace in the EPL. Creswell, dear God, from Hammers Mikey. Hey, Anton and everyone. Good to see you, Mark. Come on, you irons from Foster. Oi, oi, Savaloy. Need a win to stop the rot from Michael Blees. Everton score 56% of their goals from set pieces. Worrying left side. Do you know what? What you want is players stepping up to the plate. It's as simple as that. And when players are not stepping up, then you can question what's been going on over the last few weeks. But we talk a lot about a squad team, a squad game, and you need every single player when they get an opportunity to step up. You want Creswell to have the best game of his life. You want him to do that because you want him to try and keep Emerson out. And, you know, this is the team, in theory, what we would probably play minus Creswell and putting Emerson in there. So, who's going to get the big arsehole today, Creswell or Gerd? Well, let's hope none of them, mate. Let's hope none of them. McNeil might get Tier Cressy a new one. Again, I think it's down to the fact whether or not what West Ham... honestly, again, I feel like West Ham dictate our destiny. We really do. There's always a reason, and I think the reasons are valid. You think about Olympiacos, we just did not take them serious. We really didn't at all, and that was what cost us. Aston Villa, we were below par throughout the whole team. We dictated our destiny. If we were anywhere near what we have been at the start of the season, we would have caused them a bit of bother, but we weren't. So, Mikey, is that a real question? Gerd has been hung out to dry on his mistakes. Cres was too slow for the Premier League 2 years ago. Legit question. Right, I'll tell you what, while you're at it, and if you are watching, give me your score predictions. You are watching, give us your score predictions in the chat and we'll jump through them as well. Matt says neither him or Ben Johnson are good enough. Scott, we could have played Cornet at left back this pace. I think a lot of people were potentially calling for Cornet to be playing in the left wing back. And I think actually Cornet had a good game when he came off the bench against Olympiacos. And I feel like there's still life in the old soul yet. And he's not even that old, mate. I mean, do you know what? He's had the most unluckiest start to his West Ham career. He played really well at the start of his West Ham career, and then he got that injury, and that's really thrown him. And I don't think he's a one-trick pony, and I think there's still something there. And if he gets a little bit of game time, he can be an impact sub, and he can maybe try and force his way into the starting 11. And he offers us a whole new threat because at the start of last season, he was our threat. He was one of our pivotal reasons why we were doing okay at the start of last season. Moyes must have been threatened by the Mafia because Kudus starts. Bowen, Paqueta and Kudus to score. Kudus man of the match. Scott says Matt would have moved Kira over, put Mav and centre back and shifted a Gerd over. At what minute will Alvarez get his yellow? Well, Alvarez and Paqueta are both on one more yellow card and then they miss the next Premier League game. So listen, they're at it. There's no, it's inevitable that they're going to pick up that yellow card today, isn't it? So we wouldn't worry about that. Kira ain't fullback, Scott, but good choices. Otherwise, we will have to play possession with our lineup. If we get beast mode Antonio, we win. Sloppy Antonio, we bother. It's a good point. It is a good point. We really need a performance from Mickey Antonio today. And maybe with those players in and around the team, Kudus, Paqueta, Bowen supporting him, really, in theory, you'd think West Ham would give him that support today. That team, in theory, needs to do that support. And what we need from Antonio is a performance, though, at the same time. As much as sometimes I find that he struggles because sometimes he's left up top his own. Ings struggles because he's left up top on his own. But they all need to work as that unit going forward, that unified approach going forward. I'm just looking at all the pictures from the London Stadium just now, just trying to see if I can see anyone warming up, etc. We're only a few minutes away from kickoff. But yeah, I think you're right there, mate. Glenn, oh no, sorry. 2 seconds. Glenn is saying a Desmond for you. Scott's saying 3-2 West Ham. Peter Scar's saying 3-1 West Ham. Matt Foster is saying 3-1 Bowen Kudus, Antonio Calvert-Lewin. Ted is saying 3-0 West Ham. Mark is saying 2-1 West Ham. Michael Blease saying 4-1 West Ham. I hope you're saying 4-1 West Ham. Michael, mate, I hope you are. Here's my match predictions. We'll have no striker available for our crosses. Brian Cox 2-1 Hammers. Jim Ferguson says 2-0 West Ham. Usual suspect. The teams are coming out. West Ham 3-1 Boogers hat trick, mate. Wonder what odds you'd get for that. Mike, 1-0 could be a bit of a blitz if we get it right. Could go to Pete on if we get it wrong. 2-0 West Ham. Bowen Kudus score. Good morning from Austin, Texas, USA. James, my friend, you are a legend, and thank you very much again for joining us. And also, if you are watching, let me know from all over the world where you are watching from. If you are just joining me, let me explain something to you. I will keep the comments off. So only when I think it's safe to do so, I will look at the comments. I don't want to ruin my experience of watching the game. So I'll commentate on the game. And if, say, someone's down injured or there's a break in play, I'll maybe jump into the comments and throw some comments up. So I'm not being rude. Engage and then talk amongst yourself as well. Can't believe Moyes dropped his golden boy Suchek and is playing Kudus. Yep, absolutely. Moyes interviewed just now. We've been trying to get Kudus on the side from. Kudus isn't ready for the Premiership yet. Moyes is full of these changes are to appease the fans, not because he wants to. 79 watching, only 18 likes. Come on, get the likes in, guys. Peter. Yep, absolutely. Maybe wrong team to do it against. We need to start well. 3-1 West Ham from Chris. Only time will tell. Rob's projector wall 3 all day. Drinking Stella Artois. Bet the old Stella, mate. Oh, I haven't drank Stella for years. I'm not a fan. However, my brother-in-law's got one of those. This is slightly digressing, but got one of those at home things. I don't know what they're called. Crops or something like that. And he got a Stella one and he poured one and I tasted it. I was like, my God, that tastes totally different. It's because it was like fully clean. Apparently, it's all to do with the clean pipes and things like that. So it was a game changer. But let me know where you're watching from all over the world. If you are watching, put your country in, where you're watching from, etc., and how you're watching the game. 3-1 West Ham from Mandy. Bubbles' song is loud. They must have the mic on full. Is this me? No, it's not me, actually. Sorry, I thought you meant me. The game is about to kick off, so just bear with me. Just bear with me. We're laying a wreath today. I think it's a double meaning. It's for Sir Bobby Charlton, who obviously passed away last week, and then Bill Kinwright, the Everton chairman, who lost his life earlier this week. So I don't know if they're doing a minute silence, but they've got 2 wreaths. Sean Dyche and David Moyes are standing there, and Jeff Hurst is in the stadium as well, obviously being the kind of lasting member of the 1966 winning West Ham and England side who won the World Cup. 3-1 West Ham. Evening, Anton from Bangladesh. Good to see you, Dalek, mate. Hope you're well. 3-1. Afternoon all. Dan B. Oi, Anton. He's from Brighton. Good to see you, Pete, mate. Those on yellow is a bugger with the next few games. It is, but then again, you know what? It resets, doesn't it? It resets. 7 a.m. Northwestern in Canada. Scott Goodman. How's Jim? Asking don't need to answer. Yeah, do you know what? He's fine, actually. I need to get him back on. It's just the timings and life is just crazy hectic just now. So I'll definitely get Dad back on. A lot of people have asked. So I'll do that as well. Yeah, Matthew Perry died. Yeah, he did. From Friends, if anyone doesn't know. He died yesterday or today, this morning. Apparently he drowned. Yes, he did. He was my age. Scary. 54. Sad. English Yardie says morning and afternoon all. Listen, I'm buzzing about this game, man. I'm buzzing about every single West Ham game. I just want the right West Ham to turn up. And do you know what would be really nice? If we could turn up from minute dot and convert, if we have chances, convert those chances immediately. That's the difference between a West Ham turning up and doing a job compared to a West Ham bang average. Whatever. Just we really need to get the shit in gear. Yeah. So it's a minute's applause for Bill Kenwright and Sir Bobby Charlton, and everyone is respecting that perfectly well. The stadium looks full, looks ready to rock and roll. Looks like a full crowd. It is Monday, even my fellow Hammers. Good to see you, Lofty. Thank you very much for joining us. Hakeem says, let's go Irons 2-1. That's the spirit, Anton. Thank you very much, mate. Listen, mate, I'm always positive. You know, if you've watched the channel, you always know, everyone knows I'm extremely positive West Ham fan. I'm never going to change. I've seen so many bad times, as a West Ham fan, I've seen so many bad times. And do you know what? I know there's more people in the chat that have probably seen worse times than what I've saw in my lifetime. So I'm enjoying the ride. I'm believing in the process. I'm going to trust in the process. I ain't going to jump to guns. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. That's fine. But right now, what I am doing is getting behind this team, backing them to every single bit of the way. And let's hope come the end of the game, we can get rewarded with that, that outset, that mindset. The game is about to kick off. So let me just get this up and running for you. I'd like to do that a little bit more flawlessly, but there's just so much going on. Right, the game hasn't kicked off yet, but I just wanted to get that up and running for you. No ifs or buts about it. We definitely need to keep an eye on that geezer, Calvert-Lewin. He is definitely going to be a threat today, but I feel like West Ham are definitely more than capable of turning up in this game, and that's what we need to do. What West Ham is going to turn up, let's see as we prepare for the kickoff with Paqueta on the ball in the centre circle, and the referee has blown the whistle as Paqueta gets the game underway and plays the ball all the way back to Zuma, who punts the ball forward up to the right-hand side for Jared Bowen to chase, but Everton have won the header. West Ham then go in and win the second header, but Takura has driven forward straight away with Everton. Heavy touch there from Harrison, and Aguerd comes over, collects the ball, finds Paqueta out on the left-hand side, and West Ham win a throw-in in our own half. So a bit of an intense start from both teams already, and yeah, so be it. That's what happens. West Ham with the throw-in, Aaron Creswell on it. Plays it into Paqueta. He chips the ball up over the top of Creswell. I think what you might find here today would be that interaction between, interesting to see the interaction between Paqueta and Creswell, because he's definitely got an understanding with Emerson, and obviously he's not had that with Creswell for a while. Paqueta plays the ball back to Aguerd. It's deep in the West Ham box. Zuma collects the ball over front of goal, plays the ball out wide right to Stifao. Everton playing really far up the field. There's a ball in for Jared Bowen, who's dropped deep in the West Ham half. He stood up to the ball. He's come out of it over two Everton players. The ball's gone out for a West Ham throw-in. Really good play there from Jared Bowen. Hard work, though. He was two Everton players all over his feet. Sifal with the throw-in. Alvarez drops in, tries to collect the ball. He does. He gets it. Drives forward for West Ham. Plays the ball into the mix for Antonio, but it's cleared from Everton for Calvert-Lewin to chase. Zuma has done really well to get in front of Calvert-Lewin, and Aguerd chips the ball away from danger. Everton with Harrison down the left-hand side. Alvarez does really well to intercept. The ball stayed in play. Kudus plays the ball into Alvarez. He plays a neat ball for Antonio. It's good work rate. He turns, drives forward for West Ham, plays the ball into the path, nearly into the path of Jared Bowen. And it's been read really well from the Everton defender. Tarkowski with the ball. He plays the ball out to the wide right for Patterson from Everton. Ball chipped up over the top to chase. Calvert-Lewin gets in front. Zuma does a great tackle. Really, really good tackle from Zuma. Well, Onana wins the ball up over the top of Kudus, just drives into the back of him, and it's a West Ham throw-in down the left-hand side with Aaron Creswell. Ball's getting played from JWP into Zuma. Zuma nothing on for him, so he plays the ball all the way back to Areola. Decour travels, but Areola clears upfield. And it's a headed ball back to the path of Pickford for Everton. Obviously, Everton have the points deduction thing as well to contend with. It's not happened yet, but they're really in bad danger of getting quite a hefty points deduction. Kudus does really well to get in front of the ball, but then he loses possession. Then he wins back the second ball. Then Onana wins it, but West Ham win it back with JWP. He runs away from danger in the West Ham half. He switches play completely over to Aguerd. Nothing on for him. Plays the ball back to Zuma. Zuma plays the ball through for JWP, back into the path of Alvarez. JWP switches play over to Grezi, just on the halfway line. Head up, plays the ball down the left for Antonio to chase. He's done really well, Antonio has. Tarkowski's gone down to ground. Antonio hit the ball too hard and it's gone out for a goal kick. I tell you what, there was an element of maybe Antonio shitting himself there a little bit. Tarkowski went to ground early, and to be honest with you, I think if Antonio had rolled the tackle, he may have, and went down, he may have won himself a free kick in a dangerous area. Anyway, it's a goal kick to Everton. Kudus and Antonio standing just on the edge of the 18-yard box. Pickford's going to go long up the field. Paqueta wins the ball back in the middle of the park, as does JWP. So it's Sufal down the right-hand side, space and time, running forward down the right-hand side, comes over the halfway line, cuts the ball back, patiently waits for time, gives the ball back to Zuma. West Ham got a lot of the ball just now. Lagarde, Alvarez drops in deep into his usual position. He finds Paqueta through the middle. It's back with Alvarez. It's in the centre half position. He drives forward, plays the ball into the path of Zuma, goes down by Decour. Zuma back to Alvarez. Alvarez takes the ball. He finds Lagarde, who's got time and space on the ball. He drives forward for West Ham, chips the ball forward for Paqueta to chase. It's a good one from Paqueta. Paqueta out on the left-hand side, drops it entirely to the edge of the box. Kudus, what are you doing? Shit, Antonio. Oh, Kudus was just too nice. Kudus was just too nice. Gave the ball to Antonio inside the box, and we just couldn't make the most of it. Antonio took too many touches, and the defender came in. Really good run. Fantastic run from Alvarez. Great ball from Lagarde. Onana with the ball for Everton. Now they've played it back to Tarkowski. Onana playing a dangerous game, and then he's lost possession. West Ham win the ball back. Alvarez coming in to try and win the second ball. Onana's got the ball, though. He plays it back to Tarkowski in the Everton defence. West Ham committing many bodies forward. It's back with Onana in the middle of the park. He switches play up completely over to the left-hand side for Dwight McNeil. McNeil goes one-on-one with Sufal. Sufal stands up to him. McNeil's still on it. Jared Bowen's there, crosses it into the mix. Routine catch for Areola. He goes early, he finds Alvarez. Nothing on for him, he plays it back to Zuma. Nothing on for him, so he plays it wide to Lagarde. He's got that little space and time inside the 18-yard box. He plays it over wide to Creswell. In the middle, through to JWP. They're going into a lot of traffic, but anyway, it's back with Lagarde. Nothing on. Areola takes a touch off the ball. Over to Zuma. On the edge of the 18-yard box on the right-hand side. Zuma drives, but nothing on. Plays the ball back again to Areola. He goes out wide to Zuma. Going to go back to Areola again. There's nothing on there, just making Decour work. Lagarde, he's going to go back to Areola. No, he doesn't. He takes a touch, looks up, pings the ball forward for West Ham. Alvarez has done really well to kind of jockey off the ball. Decour, he drives forward for West Ham. Decour goes with it. Sufal. A good spell of possession from West Ham. We need to push forward a little bit more with Zuma. Zuma drives forward for West Ham. He goes for a big switch play. Creswell unmarked on the halfway line. Great touch from Cressy. Cressy drives forward for West Ham down the left-hand side. Cressy on the ball. Sees Antonio go down the left-hand side. Antonio does well. Oh, he's done so well. Antonio's driving into the box. Crosses it in. Low. Oh, it's taken away from the Everton Onana. Tell you what, Antonio done really well there with the drive. He had the defence rocking. Didn't know where they were going, left, right, and then he drove into the box and he done what Kudus' work rate. And Alvarez's tackle was phenomenal. Kudus' work rate, though, allowed Alvarez to do that. Unbelievable from Kudus. The energy he's got is unbelievable when the ball's out on the right-hand side with Jared Bowen, who cuts around each of the players. It's a good tackle from the Everton player. Onana's got the ball deep in the Everton half. He plays the ball in. Now it's all the way back into the 18-yard box. Everton now come on the counter. Myelenko. The Cour's dropped into the right-hand side. It's gone all the way back to the defence. And it's back with Pickford. Plays the ball neatly into Tarkowski. Tarkowski drives forward for Everton. He goes for a big switch play up over the top. Well read there from Sufal. He's going to get. He's won the header and then second to the ball. He's done really well. Good engine there from Sufal. Ball played into Alvarez, who drives forward for West Ham. He switches play over to Creswell on the left-hand side. Nothing on for him. Paqueta in the middle of the park. Back to JWP in the central part of the West Ham centre half, centre circle. Ball played into Kudus. Nothing on for him. He plays the ball back to Zuma. Lagarde, Zuma taking their time. Nothing on, so they're just patient. Zuma just having a little mess around with the ball there. Lagarde takes it onto his left foot. Nothing on. Plays it back to Areola. Zuma moves into position. Areola plays it into Zuma just on the edge of the 18-yard box. Alvarez through the middle. Nothing on for him. He plays really nice ball from Lagarde. Plays the ball forward to Paqueta. Good ball from Paqueta into Lagarde. He's on the halfway line down the left-hand side. He puts the ball through the middle to Kudus. Drives forward Kudus. Skips by one player. Skips by two players. Stays on his feet. Puts the ball into the path of Paqueta. Paqueta chips the ball forward. It's a good run. Oh, hit the ball. Where is it? Pickford saves it. Kudus. It's A great one from Bowen. A great ball. Great bit of play from West Ham. Kudus has done really well. I'm surprised referee hasn't blown up for a foul. Creswell plays the ball into the path of Paqueta. He skips by one player. He's fouled. Referee blows up. Good football from West Ham. Good football from West Ham. It's a free kick in a really dangerous area, actually. What a ball that is from Paqueta. It's the vision from Jared Bowen's run. What a run that is from Jared Bowen. I swear to God, it's like an inch off his foot. He gets a touch on it and it goes past Pickford. Here comes a dangerous free kick from James Ward-Prowse. About 40 yards out, 35 yards out, just on the corner of the 18-yard box. Creswell's over it, as is JWP. Everyone's expecting JWP, but you never know. It could be something from the training ground. We all know Cresy can whip the ball in. It's got to be JWP in it. Oh, it's Cresy. It's gone early. Oh, back post. West Ham get a corner. Do you know what? I said it. Everyone's expecting JWP. Everyone's expecting it. Whips it in. Puts him under danger. West Ham win a corner. Oh, Jared Bowen probably didn't expect that. I tell you what, Dacour put his hand out as well. Dacour's so lucky not to have handled that. Right, there goes Bowen and James Ward-Prowse sitting on the corner. Two of them again trying to trick. What's going on? Bowen with the corner into the mix. Doesn't beat the first man. Cleared from Everton. Kudus is there. He wins the second ball for West Ham. Good start. Oh, Kudus, man. Skips by. Player tries to cross it into the middle, takes a deflection, but he's got the ball on the edge of the box. Tries to play it into the path of Paqueta, but Onana drives forward for Everton. He skipped by two players. Calvert-Lewin drops in deep. Calvert-Lewin skips by another player. He chips the ball up over the top. Onana's continued his run. Soufal's with Onana out on the far left-hand side. Alvarez has come back in. He's won the ball back for West Ham. And then Dwight McNeil's won the ball back, and now West Ham have come out on top with Jared Bowen. Oh, it's a great ball from Jared Bowen into the path of Antonio. It's a challenge. It's a battle between him and the Everton defender, but the Everton defender comes out on top, and he plays the ball back to Pickford. It's a good game. It's a good game, and I've been good impressed with West Ham's reasonable amount of intensity. We've had most possession. We've had most of the ball in their half. Onana plays the ball back. Everton in defence. Switches it over to Tarkowski. West Ham have had 64% possession to Everton's 36. It's fine doing that, but you want to do something with it. Dacour with the ball. Cuts back for Onana, who's just on the edge of the centre circle. He drives forward for Everton. He switches play up over to the left-hand side to Mykolenko. Onana again in the middle of the park with the ball. Tries to play the ball through for Dacour. Heavy touch, cleared from Soufal. Tarkowski heads the ball back to his counterpart in the back. Onana drops in, collects the ball. Back with Onana on the edge of the centre circle. West Ham trying to close him down. Garner on the ball for Everton. Cuts back inside, plays it back to Tarkowski on the halfway line. He plays the ball forwards to Dacour. Good tracking back there from Jared Bowen, putting the pressure on Branthwaite with the ball. Plays the ball into the middle for Dacour. Plays the ball out wide to Mykolenko. He goes early. Calvert-Lewin, who does get in front of Aguerd, but Aguerd does clear the ball out for throw-in. I think it was offside also. Let's see the comments. Nothing really been said in the comments. 13 minutes gone. West Ham 0, Everton 0. You're watching the West Ham Network. This is Anton bringing you today's Matchday Live, running commentary of the game. We will be live straight after the game, live from the London Stadium, giving you some immediate feedback, as well as West Ham drive forward with Zuma down the right-hand side. Alvarez drops in deep, collects the ball for West Ham on the edge of the 18-yard box. He drives forward, nothing on for him, but he's still got the ball. He puts the ball into the path of Soufal. Back to Zuma. Zuma goes long, up over the top for Antonio to chase. Bramwaite puts the ball. Oh, Jared Bowen's got the ball again. Oh, it's a tackle, heavy tackle on Jared Bowen. He did win the ball, though, and he kicked out, and it's a West Ham throw-in. It is a heavy tackle on Jared Bowen, but I'm sure he did win the ball. Here goes Vladimir Sufal with a weapon of a throw-in coming your way. Big throw in from Sufal. Zuma wins the header. It's a routine catch for Pickford. Something wrong with the football, I believe. Referee just changing up the Premier League ball. Punt forward from Everton. Calvert-Lewin comes in deep, wins the header. The ball goes out for a West Ham throw-in. Tonio drops in to win the header, the throw-in, I should say. Everton just dealing with any of the problems. Tarkowski grabs the ball. It's a great interception from Kudus. I do not understand how you give that a foul. He's just used the strength to win the ball back, and the player's gone down. I suppose that's what's always going to happen in those situations. Kudus is doing a good start to the game. His energy, phenomenal. Camera's just focusing on Heitinga, of course, West Ham's assistant, alongside Billy McKinley, and the goalkeeper coach. John Heitinga had a very good career with Everton. Obviously went across to Ajax and a lot of good work there in the coaching team. Big ball coming into the box from Everton. They win the first header. Gerd wins the second header to clear it for West Ham. Alvarez gets in front of the Everton midfield and he turns, drives forward. But Onana comes in, collects the ball for Everton, plays the ball back to Tarkowski. Garner. Chips the ball up over the top for, I think it's Onana. Calvert-Lewin. Zuma's there watching him. Ball stays in play. Jared Bowen does really well with his work rate. And Alvarez, nothing on for him going forward, plays the ball back to Agerd. He strives forward with pace and time. Plays the ball into Creswell. JWP in the middle of the park. Nothing on for him. He plays the ball back to Zuma. Zuma plays the ball forward. It's a great. Kudus does really well. Skips by the Everton player, invites him in for the tackle, wins a foul. Kudus is great at that, isn't he? Touch, drive by the player. I think he takes a touch and then skips by the player, no problem. And then they're always going to foul him all day long. One touch, wide, and drive. That's me. Free kick's been taken. James Ward-Prowse with the ball. Zuma. Sufal out on the right-hand side. Nothing on. Plays it back to Zuma. Zuma into Agerd. Nothing on. Paqueta plays the ball into Creswell. Creswell nearly gives the ball away to Alvarez. Paqueta was looking for the ball back straight away. Alvarez with a big long ball. Nearly gets through. It's unlucky. It's a good track in there from James Ward-Prowse. The referee blows up the whistle and gives a free kick. Again! 18 minutes gone. West Ham 0, Everton 0. We're new around here. Please hit that subscribe button. Please give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Are you enjoying the commentary? Let me know if you're enjoying the commentary. If you want me to shut up, I'll just sit and watch the game and not say nothing. Big ball up over the top. Calvert-Lewin wins the first header. Harrison to chase. Creswell does enough to clear the ball out for a throw-in to Everton. Ball's gone all the way back. Garner on the halfway line for Everton. Ramway. Onana drops in the middle, plays it into Decour. Decour back to Onana. West Ham are starting to put bodies around them though. Tarkowski, nice little bit of football there from Everton. Patterson, big ball into the mix. Calvert-Lewin in the box, looks like he's offside. No one's calling for it. JWP collects the ball for West Ham, no. Kudos skips by one player. Jared Bowen's there. Jared Bowen's deep. He drives forward for West Ham, but the player's there to track back and wins the ball back for Everton. He's given a free kick, I believe, for the offside from a minute ago. I don't understand that play that they're West Ham turned the ball over. So if West Ham turned the ball over, they're giving back the offside from a minute ago, but we already turned the ball over and drove forward. So at that point, we turned the ball over. You should blow the whistle. It's just ridiculous refereeing, to be honest. Deitch is even shouting it, but do you know what? It'd have paid advantage for West Ham to play on there. Anyway, West Ham got the ball with Sufal down the right-hand side. Plays the ball in to Kudus, who's dropped deep. Skips by one player, wins the ball back again from the second player. There's nothing on for him, so he plays the ball back to Agerd. He jumps forward for West Ham, plays it into Krezi. Nothing on for Krezi. Back to Agerd. James Ward-Prowse drops in, setting a back pair in there to win the ball for West Ham. Zuma on the right-hand side plays it early to Kudus. Onana's this turns 180-degree turn on Onana. Brilliant play from Kudus. Creswell on the left-hand side. He plays the ball down the left-hand side for Antonio. Creswell goes for the overlapping run. Antonio tries to play it early and it takes a deflection, goes out for a West Ham throw-in off Tarkowski. Here comes another big ball. And it doesn't. They've taken it early. Paqueta, good no-look pass to Alvarez. Back with Paqueta into JWP. Goes for the switch. No, he doesn't. He plays the ball back to Agerd. Cuts inside his left foot. Plays the ball back to Paqueta. Tries to knock the ball by the player. But he wins back the second ball. Now he does skip by the player. And then he's fouled, but he doesn't play on. West Ham still got the ball. Creswell back to Alvarez. It's good vision from Alvarez to put the ball onto the path of Zuma. Big switch play low as well. So Val cuts inside. He finds James Ward-Prowse on the edge of the halfway line. Antonio plays the ball over for Alvarez. Alvarez goes again, switches over to Krezi. Plays the ball round the defender. Does it take a deflection for a West Ham throw-in? I don't think it does, and it's an Everton throw-in. Good ball upfield from Everton. West Ham win the second ball though with Kudus, Krezi. Back to Zuma. James Ward-Prowse out wide. Sufal. Zuma. Agerd. Switch play. Bowen to chase. He's done well to read that. The players had to, from Everton, head the ball out for a West Ham throw-in right on the corner flag. West Ham have taken it early with James Ward-Prowse. It's out right. Big ball into the box. No one's there. No one's there. It's a great ball into the box, but no one's there. And Agerd's done really well against Calvert-Lewin. Really, really, really well. Just used his strength. Nudged the player off the ball, won the ball back, and played the ball back to Ariola. Now Agerd has got the ball again. Now it's out with Creswell on the left-hand side. Back with Agerd. Alvarez drops in deep centre half, clicks the ball, plays the ball into the path of Zuma. He just drives forward for West Ham. Is there anything on for him? There is. He plays it into Sufal over the halfway line. Nothing on from Sufal. Sufal plays it back to Zuma on the far side. Bowen drops in deep. Good interplay there between him and Sufal. Looks like Sufal's foul. Referee doesn't blow up. He has blown up eventually as the Dacour travelled about 40 yards before he blew the bloody whistle. West Ham got a free kick just over the halfway line. Paqueta chips the ball over the player. He drives into the box, into the middle. Who's there? Shoot! Bowen. Oh, it's unlucky. Paqueta just gets the ball on the far side, chips the ball over the defender. It's a great ball there. Who was the ball from? Chests it down, chips over the defender. Great vision into the box. Bowen just mishits it. I don't know if it takes a deflection. It's not. It's a goal kick. Paqueta's done really, really well there. Really? I don't think it is, to be honest with you, mate. I'm not there. Listen, I know you're an Arsenal fan watching a West Ham stream. What I will say to you is, he's not doing anything different, mate. Doing nothing different than what he did at West Ham. He's not up this game. He's not lowered his game. Doing nothing different. Oh, no. Troj. Banned Troj by accident. I meant to ban someone else. How did I get Troj back? Oh no, he's going to be raging with me. I think I found him. Sorry, 2 seconds. Let me just find Troj. Where's Troj? Didn't need to ban Troj. I'm so annoyed. West Ham with the ball in the middle of the park. Paqueta takes another heavy touch. Lagarde. Can someone contact Troj and tell him Paqueta with the ball? Oh, Paqueta, what are you doing? Oh, it's like 3-on-1. It's 3-on-1. Harrison on the edge of the box. We're lucky. I tell you what, we are lucky. We are so lucky. And Paqueta, again, just giving the ball away in such a crazy, crazy area. Right, I need to find Troj. And Troj is going to go fucking mental at me, by the way. I did not know. Does anyone know how to unblock someone? Oh, I really want to watch the game, but I know I didn't mean to block him. This has done really well. That tackle on Kudus. Kudus has got up against Pickford. I don't know if they're going to go to VAR for this. Troj, are you back, mate? Troj, are you back? I think he is. Oh, fuck, I don't know what happened. I'm sorry, mate. I took my head off the game there and I wasn't watching it. Sorry. I'm back. I don't like doing that when people are watching. Troj, mate, you're our new mod. I didn't mean to, but if you don't mind, can you be it? It means that if you see any crap, I think someone's put up a racist comment up there. If you please remove them, that would be great. No pressure. Anyway, Pickford picks up a yellow card. Is Kudus going on the book? Kudus is going in the book as well. Oh. What is Pickford doing? Look at you, Pickford, mate. Get lost, idiot. Right, after a bit of a fight in the park, Pickford is about to take a free kick. Kudus and Pickford picking up a yellow card. Zuma wins the header over the top of Calvert-Lewin. Everton play the ball back. Michaelenko. Good. Kudus just tracking back as well, putting the pressure on. Tarkowski driving forward for Everton. Patterson out on the right-hand side. He goes long. Gerd collects the ball for West Ham. Creswell takes a heavy touch off the Everton player. Everton win the ball back, though. Harrison down the right-hand side. Tries to skip by West Ham. Paqueta and Creswell doing really well. Paqueta comes out on top. Paqueta plays the ball into Kudus. Skips by one player. Switches play over to Sufal on the right-hand side. Good switch from him. Sufal keeps hold of the ball over the halfway line. Bowen back to Sufal. He's going to play the ball into JWP in the edge on the halfway line. Nothing on. Plays the ball back. Zuma Agerd. Agerd over to Paqueta. Paqueta goes early. Up over the top, nothing there for him to chase. Antonio apologises for not making that run. Pickford throws it early, long, and it goes out for a West Ham throw. Do you know what? I agree with you. I think we do need to actually just try and get a couple of attempts at goal now. Just even shot from distance, just to test them a little bit. Something we're lacking. Big ball punt forward from West Ham. Everton players down as if his foot's been stamped on. Jared Bowen tries to come out on top. Antonio's chasing the ball down. Referee blows up the whistle. Mila, I'll do it. Come here. Is that annoying you? Where's Mum?
She's in the lap.
Does she know you're doing this? Put that back. Bowen stood on the player's foot. It's a free kick to West Ham. No, on the edge of the centre circle in the Everton half. Alvarez chips the ball forward. No one gets it, and Everton are on the counter. 4-on-3, 3 in Everton's favour, 3 in West Ham got 4, but everyone's back now. Harrison on the right-hand side chips the ball over to Calvert-Lewin, who's dropped so deep to collect the ball for Everton. Patterson with the ball, finds Onana through the middle. Bramwaith over to the left-hand side. Dwight McNeil. Jared Bowen wins the ball back for West Ham. Sufal. James Ward-Prowse back to Areola. Areola's going to go long. Clears the ball for West Ham. Ball's taking a big bounce up in the sky. Onana wins the second ball. Now Dwight McNeil on the right-hand side. Drives all the way back for Everton into their own half. Tarkowski switches play over to the left-hand side. Michaelenko into the mix. Oh, I think they're calling for a handball. I think it may have bounced up and hit Agger's hand. Be harsh. Be totally harsh. Onana gets the ball back for Everton. Now Patterson's got the ball for Everton down that side. Paqueta stays with him. Patterson punts the ball forward. Creswell's there, nothing against him. Plays the ball back into the path of Areola. Punts the ball forward up for way away from danger. Onana wins the ball back. So does then Sufal win the second ball. Antonio wins the header. Patterson collects the ball for Everton. Now it's back into Bramwaith. Patterson down the right-hand side. Chips the ball forward for Everton. Calvert-Lewin gets somehow in front of Agerd. He's out on the corner flag. Tries to take the ball by him. On the edge of the box with Dacour. Zuma stands up to him. Dacour still got the ball. Drives forward for Everton. Great block from Zuma. And it's a corner to Everton. He's offside, is he not? Calvert-Lewin for that run. He is off. Referees haven't seen it. And they've allowed Everton to play on. Corner coming in from Everton. It's the first corner of the game. Big ball in, back post. They've won the header, front post. Back post, I should say. Sufal comes out with the ball, though, over to the corner flag. He punts the ball forward for West Ham for Antonio to chase. Michaelenko's got nothing on, so he chips the ball out, and it's a West Ham throw-in. That's an Everton throw-in. I thought it was a West Ham throw-in. Alvarez wins the ball back for West Ham. ZWP wins the second ball. Kudus skips by one player. Nothing on. Plays it back to Zuma. Zuma out wide to Sufal. He's chased down. Alvarez drives forward for West Ham. Skips by one player. He gets into a little bit of traffic there, but then he loses the ball. Now Onana drives forward for Everton. Good ball into Dacour. Down the cross. Oh, that's a clear from Agerd. Harrison from distance. He shoots. Rosehead. only been a mod for 5 minutes. Doesn't want to ban him. What you banning him for? If listen, all I'll say to you is, if he's racist, ban him. If he's a dickhead, ban him. Anyway, ball down in the back. Everton are on the drive forward, big punt forward. I don't know how he's got in front of the West Ham defence. Dwight McNeil's just switched position over to the right-hand side. Chipped the ball into the mix. Good read there, reading of the ball from Agerd. Alvarez wins the second ball. Everton win the third ball, though. Now Michaelenko down the left-hand side. He kicks the ball into the mix. Cleared from Sefal into Jared Bowen. Jared Bowen drives for West Ham down the right-hand side. Keeps going, Jared Bowen. And Michaelenko tackles him, and West Ham win the throw-in from the halfway line. Sefal on the halfway line for West Ham. Turns, drives forward for West Ham. Chips the ball up over the top for Jared Bowen to chase. Jared Bowen's there. Oh, it's unlucky. 10 minutes to go. West Ham 0, Everton 0. Pickford comes out, collects the ball for Everton. Jared Bowen done really well to get away from his defender. It's a good ball from Sefal. Pickford read that well and came out and collected the ball. Pickford has it for Everton. Onana drops in deep, collects it, drives forward for Everton. Switches over to Calvert-Lewin, who's dropped deep in the Everton half to keep hold of possession for Everton. They've played it into Tarkowski out on the right-hand side. Patterson's there. He collects the ball for Everton. Tarkowski. Big up and over from the top. Agerd wins the header. Creswell wins the second ball, chips the ball forward for West Ham. Paqueta tries to get behind the defender. Creswell wins the ball back deep in the West Ham half. It's back with Agerd in the 18-yard box of West Ham's one. Areola collects the ball, plays it into Zuma. He turns, faces forward, still looking for someone to make a move. Pings the ball over to Sefal on the right-hand side, plays the ball forward to Bowen, who plays the ball back to Zuma. He's got time and space on the ball. He brings it forward. He finds James Ward-Prowse, plays the ball back to Zuma. Zuma goes for a big switch play, and it goes straight into the path of Patterson from Everton. He plays the ball forward. Now Everton are on the attack with Patterson down the right-hand side. Ball up over the top. Agerd's there. And he clears it out for an Everton throw-in. Just about 18 yards out. Patterson takes it early. Garner into the mix. Calvert-Lewin's got the ball. West Ham win possession back with Alvarez, though. Turned over the ball again. He's done really well. Kudus drops in, collects the ball. He does really well. Antonio tries to trap the ball and play it into the path of James Ward-Prowse, but he can't. Ball's played through the middle. Alvarez is there, though. Oh, he's done really well. Kudus wins the second ball. Alvarez has done a really good job in this half. James Ward-Prowse on the edge of the centre circle. Sprays it out to Sefal. He cuts inside. He drives forwards. Kudus, it's Antonio's really good play from him. Kudus into the path of Paqueta down the left-hand side. The overlapping run is there from Cressy. Cressy's not at the pace to get to the ball. It's been cleared from Everton. It's a big throw-in coming from West Ham. Good interlinking play there from West Ham. Moyes sparking his orders from the touchline. Billy McKinley up beside him. Two balls are on the park. Paqueta play on. Finds Alvarez, plays it back. He plays it over to Zuma. He's just on the edge of the centre circle in the Everton half. He switches play over to Sefal. Sefal's got the ball. Bowen's dropped in. Back to Sefal. Nothing on. Back to Zuma on the halfway line. Agerd. Cressy. All the way back to Areola. Zuma. Nothing on. Alvarez drops in, collects the ball for West Ham, plays it into the path of Agerd. Agerd over to Paqueta on the halfway line. Back to Agerd. He goes for a big switch play up over the top. Bowen's done quite well. Bowen! Oh, I'll tell you what. The defender of Everton there. And this is what I think we need to get at. They're a little bit shaky back there. And we're not testing them enough. And every time we do try and test them, we're putting them under pressure. And they're just getting away with it. And Decour's lost the ball straight away from Everton. And West Ham come on the counter once again. James Ward-Prowse goes early. Jared Bowen's just dropped inside to collect the ball. Plays it into the path of Sefal. Antonio's done good work down that right-hand side. He holds on to play. He's done well. He goes for a ball into the middle. Paqueta wins it. He's done well again. Creswell into the path of Paqueta. Creswell's made the overlapping run. Paqueta keeps it, though. Plays it into the path of Creswell. He's fouled. There's no way, ref, you can't blow up for a foul for that. That is a ridiculous decision from the ref. He was blatantly fouled. Whether people think he goes down to the ground or not, he was blatantly fouled there. There's a ball out in the defender. How's he not offside, ref? How's he not offside? Calvert-Lewin's got the ball for Everton. He's put it into the path. It's good tracking back from Alvarez. Referee, of course. No, he doesn't. He's played on. Mikulenko. Big ball into the mix. Big header from Everton. It's gone all the way up over the bar for West Ham goal kick. I really think that's a bad decision not to give West Ham a free kick back there. We haven't really tested the keeper much at all, if at all anything. Again, gives the ball into Creswell. He goes up the line. So good interlinking play there for Paqueta. And then Kudus. I tell you what, I love Kudus. And Onana's gone down, rolling around. Play on, West Ham. There's no way you do not play on. The ball's gone out for a West Ham throw-in. Do you know what? Onana is at it, man. It was a... do you know what? Onana's looked up, saw it. Kudus has come out on top and stayed down because he knew he lost the ball. They're seeing to Onana's mystery head injury. Right, I'm going to give another mod. I've chosen my next mod. There you go. There's my next mod. We haven't had a couple of mods. I didn't realise we didn't have a couple of mods in the chat. What? Mandy, welcome to the moderator town. West Ham with the ball. JWP in the edge of the centre circle in the Everton half. Zuma. Sefal out on the right-hand side. Back into JWP. Goes early. Cleared from Everton. West Ham throw in down the right-hand side. Alvarez in the middle of the park for West Ham. Agerd. Crazy. Back to Alvarez. He goes for a big switch play. He finds Sefal. It's a great... do you know what? That's a great ball from Alvarez. It's a great ball in and collection from Sefal, but no one was in the box there. Such a routine catch for Pickford, but it's a great vision from Alvarez. We've only had 2 attempts, only 1 shot on target. Everton had 4 attempts and 1 shot on target. We need to test Pickford more. 1 minute to go till half-time. West Ham win the header. Kudus is putting the pressure on. They've played the ball back to Pickford. They're definitely a shaky peg back there, and we're not testing them enough. There's no way, ref. Do not blow that whistle. Mikalenko comes out. Dwight McNeil down the left-hand side. He drives for Everton. Mikalenko's beside him. Plays the ball into Mikalenko. He goes early into the mix. Agard wins the header, flicks it on. Paqueta, handball ref. Referee blows up and it's a free kick to West Ham. That's the thing about Paqueta. Like, he's so clever at that, isn't he? He can chip the ball up over the player and then bang, comes in, thinks it's in his face, puts his hands up. West Ham win a free kick. For all of Paqueta's bad things, he does about one bad thing, he does about 20 good things. Although it just so happens that his recent bad things have not been great at all. 5 minutes of added time. Creswell drives forward for West Ham. Good interception there from the Everton player. Harrison down the left, right-hand side, collects the ball for Everton, drives forward. He finds the Dacour. Into the mix. Dwight McNeil. Back to Onana. Garner for Everton. In the middle of the park, plays it out to Mikalenko on the left. And Dwight McNeil. Back to Mikalenko. Tarkowski, West Ham piling the pressure on. Ball through the middle, Onana. He just backs into nothing there. Drives forward for Everton. He's got loads of space in the ball. It's a bad ball from him, but he does find Dwight McNeil down there. Jared Bowen does well tracking back. Dwight McNeil skips by Bowen, puts out to Mikalenko on the left. Mikalenko drives forward. He skips by two West Ham players. Nothing else on for him. He's on the edge of the box. He plays it back to Dwight McNeil. He crosses the ball into the mix. He wins the header and it goes out for a West Ham goal kick. Onana just skipped by two of our midfielders there. No problem at all. I shouldn't have done that. Dwight McNeil keeps a hold of the ball for Everton, but they've given away possession again. West Ham tried to win the second ball. Onana wins it. Agard with a big clearance away. Big header forward from Everton. Zuma lets it bounce, wins the header, plays it into Sefal. Nothing on for him, plays it forward. Bowen looks like he's fouled, and he does, and he wins a free kick for West Ham, deep in the West Ham half. Sefal's gone early. Oh, referee's blown up, saying it's too early. Ball was rolling. Dickheads. JWP's gone early. Agard, centre, halfway line, chips the ball forward for Paqueta, can't get to him. Everton now on the counter. Alvarez is there, so is Paqueta. Paqueta putting the pressure on. Onana's got the ball deep in the Everton half. Puts the ball through the middle. Heavy touch. West Ham are going on the counter though. West Ham got the ball back. It's a bad ball from Onana. Jared Bowen travelling down the right-hand side and the ball's being cleared out from Garner and it's a West Ham throw-in. It's going to be in a dangerous area. This is a perfect time to score if we can. Absolutely perfect time to score. James Ward-Prowse into the path of Bowen. Back to JWP. Sefal out on the right-hand side. He keeps it in. Back to JWP. Nothing on for him. He goes all the way back to Agard. Nothing for Agard. He plays it out wide to Krezi. Nothing from Krezi. He plays it back to Agard. Plays it through the middle. It's a bad ball from Agard. Lucky enough, it was a heavy touch from the Everton player, and Creswell wins the ball back. Paqueta out on the left-hand side. Nothing on from him. Plays it back to Krezi. Krezi plays it all the way back to Areola. He's getting closed down by Calvert-Lewin. Spreads the ball out wide to Zuma. Takes a touch. Sefal. Ball forward. Kudus. And it's a Everton throw-in. Just over the halfway line, out on the far side. Do you know what? I'll hold it for half-time. I'll give you a kind of minute before I go do what I need to do and come back for the second half. Heavy touch there from Calvert-Lewin, but he does well. Onana's got the ball in the centre circle, plays it out wide to Patterson. Patterson drives forward for Everton, plays it back to Onana. Head up, big spray ball over wide. Leaves everything there for Dwight McNeil to chase, and it goes out for a West Ham throw-in. Everton got the ball, played it out left, error, ball goes out, West Ham throw in, but 18 yards on the far side. Big throw in from West Ham. Antonio wins the header, flicks it on. Ball gets played back to Pickford. Just expecting the referee to blow the whistle any second now. And there you go. There is the half time whistle. So, what do you think at halftime? Put your comments in and let me know your thoughts on the first half. Do you know what? I think it's actually been okay. I don't think it's been an awful game at all. I think we haven't tested the keeper. And I think if we had tested the keeper and or scored a goal, we would be happy with that first half performance. But essentially, we need to come out and try and test the keeper and be a bit more and flamboyant in the final third. Do you know what? As much as we all slag him off, it could be a kind of Benny game. It could be, it could be a bit of a Benny game. I don't know. Who knows? Leave your comments and let me know your thoughts. As I do go away and have a little halftime break, I will be back for the second half. Come on, you wonderful. Hello, hello, hello. And just like that, the kickoff is back for the second half. Welcome back to the West Ham Network. If you're joining me, you will have seen the game has kicked off for the second half. West Ham 0, Everton 0. No substitutions from either team. Oh, fuck. Paqueta wins the ball for West Ham down the left-hand side. Big ball into the mix. West Ham with the ball on the edge of the box. Kudus. Oh, West Ham have got the ball. Jared Bowen puts onto his left foot, shoots. Oh, curler blocked. Agard, Zuma. West Ham with the intense start. James Ward-Prowse on the right-hand side. Oh, Jared Bowen loses the ball for West Ham. Everton are on the counter. Zuma clears the ball for West Ham. Sufal does well, plays the ball into the path of JWP. Then Alvarez, he chips the ball over to the wide left to Krezi. Nothing on for him, so he plays the ball back to Gerd. Alvarez over Sufal on the right-hand side. Ball forwards. Kudus. Oh, he does really well. Kudus does keep the ball in, as does Sufal. Everton player's gone down injured, but West Ham play on as they should do because there's nothing wrong. It's not a head injury. Kudus into Alvarez. He's going to switch play completely. Over for Creswell. Takes a nice touch. Yeah, he's good. But he's foul, Drift! Foul. Great ball it was. Great touch. Plays the ball into James Ward-Prowse. Tries to make an overlapping run. And he's fouled from Patterson. It's a free kick to West Ham. Got Krezi and James Ward-Prowse up over the ball, about 45 yards out, over on the far side. Got to look for the proper takers here. Krezi again. Back post. Oh, Bowen! Bowen gets in front of the defender, dives at the header, and it goes into row Z. But he gets in front of the defender. Oh, he's read that so well against the core, but he cannot keep the ball down. Oh, it's so unlucky. Do you know what? He probably had time to actually put his foot through it as well. That's so unlucky from Jared Bowen. Kudus does really well in the middle of the park. He's got a big battle there with Onana. He still comes out on top, but Takur comes in, wins the ball back. James Ward-Prowse fouls the Everton player, and Everton get a free kick. It was a foul, James. It was a foul. Kudus and Onana having a right good old tussle there in the middle of the park. Free kick to Everton. Chips into the box. Ball's travelling everywhere. West Ham can't get rid of it, but we have done. Dwight McNeil skips by one West Ham player. Ball into the mix again. It's on the edge of the box with Garnon. Takur. Out left with Dwight McNeil. Two West Ham players there. Tries to take on Sufal. Crosses it in low. Zuma comes out. Clears it for West Ham out for an Everton throw-in. Sufal wins the header, and it's a throw into Everton down that left-hand side. Calvert-Lewin drops in. Mikalenko. Looks like a foul on the West Ham player. It's a big wild clearance there from Kudus. Big wild pass back from Krezi to Areola. Goes for a big clearance up the field. Everton win the first header, though. It's into the path of Decour. Skips by one player. Alvarez does really well to shadow that ball. West Ham win the ball back with Kudus. Sefal drops it in. Oh, referee. Looks like it's a big foul on Antonio, but Everton play on. Chips the ball forward. Skips by West Ham. I scored. Calvert-Lewin scored. Now, I'm intrigued to know if there's a foul on Antonio from the start of that play. It's a very, very good ball. Calvert-Lewin has literally just turned our defence and smashed it into the back of the net. It's the difference between having a striker and not. It is literally the difference between having a striker and not having one. I'm just intrigued to know if there's a foul on Antonio. I don't know if there is. I think VAR will check that, but I need to see that back again. It is a foul on Antonio, in my opinion. Harrison plays the ball into Calvert-Lewin. He skips by Zuma and Agerd and picks the corner. It is, do you know what? In these games, it's sometimes the difference between just having a striker. Oh, this is not what we want. 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 1-0 Everton. Calvert-Lewin again, banging another goal in against West Ham. It's a very good goal from a striker. Very, very good goal from a striker. With the ball. Alvarez pings the ball forwards. Kudus does really well. Still does really well. Wins the ball back again for West Ham. Sefal. Alvarez. We're just not testing the keeper at all, man. We've not tested the keeper at all. We're not putting any threat on their goal at all. Alvarez. Zuma. To be honest with you, I would put Benny on. I'd probably even consider putting Fornals on. Big ball up over the top. I'd take Antonio off and pile in bodies in the box because we the thing is we've got enough possession and enough skill set to get that ball into the box. We've just got no one in there and test their keeper. Zuma. Sefal. It's back with Alvarez. Good into the play there. Good ball down the left-hand side. Antonio got a lot of work to do. He's driving, turns and drives at Tarkowski. Plays the ball back. Paqueta takes a touch. Still holds on to it. Skips by one player. Crosses it into the mix. Still not testing it. Bowen's there. Bowen smashes it. Calls for a corner. It's a half chance for West Ham. Not going to get a corner from that. Sefal plays the ball into Alvarez, who drives forward for West Ham down the right-hand side. Decour's on him, but he shrugged him off. Plays the ball into Antonio down the right-hand side. Alvarez has done well. Antonio skipped by the defender. Looks like he's fouled. He's given a... Antonio looks like he's rolled over on his ankle, possibly. It's definitely a throw-in minimum. Don't know if he's given a free kick. Moyes is obviously having speaking some instructions on the bench there. I think we're going to see a substitution very soon. Be intrigued to see who that would be. But here comes a delivery coming into the box from JWP, just ahead of the corner flag. So just like a corner. Needs to get a really good delivery here from JWP. Back post. Oh, Paqueta tries an overhead kick. But the ball has landed in the Everton path. Sufal wins the second header, though. Everton win that defensive header. Kudus tries to get in front of him, but it's cleared out, and it's a West Ham throw-in. Benrahma. And Antonio. Do you know what? That's a good decision. That is a good decision. And fair play. You've got to give that. I know it's not. People are going to say to me, well, how can you give fair play to a manager who's down, who's losing just now? But it's the right decision. We need ball carrying players, and so be it. I think Paqueta might be driving forward for West Ham, but Paqueta goes forward, tries to play the ball into the path of Benrahma. I'd be happy if Benrahma plays through the middle. I'd be happier if he plays through the middle, to be honest with you. Alvarez. Back to Alvarez from Agerd. Back to Agerd. Nothing on for him. Back to Areola. Out to Zuma. Sufal's there to support. Plays it into Sufal. Plays it forwards. Heavy touch from Kudus, but Onana clears the ball out for a West Ham throw-in. Big throw-in. Paqueta's fouled. Referee doesn't blow up. Paqueta's playing really far forward now for West Ham. Kudus, Benrahma just in behind. Pickford plays a low ball into Decor. Decor plays the ball back, all the way back to the Everton defence. Mikalenko, all the way back to Pickford. He goes long. Benrahma to chase. Benrahma wins the ball back for West Ham. He drives forward for West Ham. He then loses the ball. Still chases the ball. Still chasing. Now it's back with Pickford. Pickford's giving the ball away straight away to West Ham. Kudus wins the ball. Alvarez in the centre circle. Switches play over to Sufal on the right-hand side. Sufal goes into the box. Oh, Kudus on the edge. Kudus. Handball, ref. Bowen's done well to win it. Bowen puts it into the path of Alvarez. Oh, he smashes it, Alvarez. You're never going to score from there, mate. Come on, son. Got to be doing better than that. The thing is, we're still not testing the keeper. Oh, no. Everton are on the attack with Decor. It's an unbelievable save. Unbelievable save from Areola. He's literally Decor versus Areola, and Decor has no other option because I think the players are catching him up to smash it from about 20 yards out. It's an unbelievable, powerful shot and an unbelievable, powerful save from Areola. I don't know how West Ham lost possession there. Such a dangerous area, but it's a really good save, and it's a corner to Everton. Everton went on the counter. Second corner to Everton. They win the header. It goes all the way over the bar. West Ham have played it early with Sufal. Kudus drops in deep. Onana clears the ball out for a West Ham throw-in. Alvarez drops in, collects the ball for West Ham. Nothing on, plays it back to Sufal. Nothing on for him. He plays it back to Zuma. Nothing on for him, so he plays it back to Areola. Areola switches play over to Gerd. Cuts into the middle to James Ward-Prowse. Zuma. Big ball up over the top for Paqueta to chase. Sufal wins the header, as does Jared Bowen. Good into Sufal tries to cross the ball in but cannot keep it down. Goes over the bar for a Pickford goal kick. Sufal plays the ball back to Areola. It's a good play from him into the path of Creswell on the left-hand side. Good play between Benrahma and Cressy. Oh, God, Cressy nearly gets himself into a bit of bother. Gerd brings the ball over to Zuma. Switches play over to Sufal. Back to Zuma. James Ward-Prowse. We still can't get any of our kind of forward players onto the ball. We've got no one who's able to actually get a hold of the ball and drive. And we're trying all these kind of big over-the-top balls, and they're not working. It's balls to feet we really need. Ball played round the defender. Areola comes out, collects. But just keep the ball. Stop trying to go for these big chip balls over the top. James Ward-Prowse switches play over. Benrahma takes a touch, plays it into Cressy. Back to Benny. He cuts inside with the ball in the halfway line. He plays it into Alvarez. Kudus through the middle. Oh, it's a heavy touch from him. But Bowen's done really, really well. Kudus, heavy touch. Referee's blown the whistle. Referee has given West... Oh, no. What's Alvarez done? Calm down, Alvarez, son. Fucking Alvarez is a nut job. I'm telling you, off the ball. He's a nut job. This is JWP territory, though. This is JWP territory. Come on, West Ham. Oh, get a goal. Is it J? Yeah, it's J. I think it is JWP territory. It's a little bit out. Cressy's there as well. Definitely his territory. Definitely his territory. Cressy's there, though. Oh, he's going for the back post. Oh, it's a defensive header. I thought he's gone for the back post and it's dwindled through, and Benrahma didn't expect it there. Oh, hold on a minute. Are they checking for handball? No, they're not. Play on. Alvarez. Zuma. Sufal. Just over the halfway line. Plays the ball up to Bowen. Cuts inside. It's a heavy tackle from the Myfilenko, but he wins the ball for Everton. And Decor drives forward down the left-hand side. Plays the ball back to Onana. Nothing on, so he goes back to Pickford. Calvert-Lewin drops the ball in, finds Decor from distance. Oh, Areola had to tip that over the bar. I think it may have been just going over the bar, but he cannot take the risk there, and he's had to tap the ball over to the bar from Dwight McNeil. Shot from distance. Would it have dipped? I think he's just got to make sure of that corner. Ball into the mix from Everton's corner. Back post to Decor. Alvarez is there. He's done well, Alvarez, but Decor still got the ball. Plays it backwards, and it's all the way back with Everton's defence. Patterson, there's nothing on, but he's going to go and switch play. Well read there from Krezi. Paqueta drops in, collects the ball, skips by one player. Benny's there over the left. He plays the ball over to Benny. It's not in front of him. Benny's had to slow it down a little bit. Benny's still got the ball. Cuts onto his right foot. Skips by one Everton defender. Still got it. Benny, you've got to get this ball into the mix. You've got to do something with this ball, son. He has. Given it to Creswell. Back to Benny. Creswell's made the overlapping run. He's played it into Paqueta. Paqueta back to Benny. That's fine. Zuma on the edge of the centre circle. Ball through for Kudos. Good play there from Kudos into Sufal out of the right-hand side. Sufal into Bowen. Oh, Bowen's done really well to skip by and there's another foul on Bowen. It's another foul, but Bowen's still got the ball. He's kept it in. Oh, he's done really well, Jared Bowen has. He's done really, really well there. And the ball's gone out for a corner to West Ham. He skipped by that defender like 2 or 3 times. Came onto the touchline. Kept it in. Tried to smash it into the box, and it's been knocked out for a West Ham corner. Zuma. Zuma, Gerd, Alvarez, James Ward-Prowse on the corner. 6-7 minutes gone. James Ward-Prowse, back post. Agerd wins the glancing header. They're calling for a handball. There's loads of appeals for a handball there. Sufal wins the header. Sufal wins the second header. Alguerd wins the ball back for West Ham. Then he's fouled in the middle of the park, but we play on. Play advantage. It's been checked and cleared, the penalty appeal. Everton come in and intercept the ball. The ball goes out for a West Ham throw-in. Let's have a look here and see this. Agerd. It does hit Decour's hand. Aurana's hand, sorry. Sufal. Zuma. Switches play over to Agerd on the left-hand side. Creswell over on the left-hand side again. Back to Agerd. Bad ball from Agerd. Sufal wins it though. Zuma. Areola. Plays the ball over to Alvarez on the left-hand side. He skips by one player. He drives forward for West Ham. Plays it into the path of Krezi. He's giving the ball to Agerd. West Ham can't really get the ball out of their own half though. Even though we've got possession, we're not really driving the ball forward. Alvarez goes up over the top. I think Paqueta's broke the offside trap. Paqueta's still there. He's had to take the ball over to the corner. There's no way. He's calling for a free kick, and I don't even think he's won a corner. Paqueta's picking up a yellow card. Now he's missing the next game. Paqueta's out of Brentford game next week. Everton with the ball into the mix. Sufal reads that well. Kudus. Sufal on the right-hand side. Bowen makes that run, but it's a terrible ball from Sufal. Bowen's turned his head. Desiree, 20 minutes to go. West Ham are getting beaten 1-0 at London Stadium. Onana in the middle of the park. It's back with Everton in the defence. West Ham are starting to play a little bit further up the field. We need to push a bit more. 8 attempts at goal to Everton's 9. But I mean, I tell you what, I can't, apart from a couple of half chances, not really tested anything. We've not literally made Pickford do anything except for routine catches. West Ham throw in. Finds Kudus. Plays it back to Gerd. Get over the halfway line. He finds Krezi. Into Benny. Back to Krezi. Benny. Touchline. Creswell. James Ward-Prowse. Overlap and run. And his players kicked it onto West Ham's feet. And it's gone out for an Everton throw. Everton just trying to knock the ball past. Calvert-Lewin's dropped in deep to collect the ball. Oh, there's a ball overlap and run. Ball into the mix. Cleared from West Ham. Straight to the Everton player, though. Second chance. Tries to chip it. Areola collects it. West Ham on the counter, coming forwards. Souček is getting ready to come on, as expected. Here comes James Ward-Prowse. Tommy Souček coming on the field for Tommy Souček. Big ball into the mix, cleared from Everton. Souček wins the first header. Jared Bowen gets in front of the defender. He's done really well. So is Sufal. Jared Bowen travelling down the right-hand side, tries to cross it in, wins a corner from absolutely nothing. He's done really, really well there. Comes a big corner for West Ham. Jared Bowen hits it low. It's on the edge of the box. Can Kudus keep it in? West Ham have done well to keep it, though. So foul drives forward for West Ham down the right-hand side. He fouled. Referee hasn't blown up for it, though. It's ridiculous. Oh, he has blown up for it. "15 minutes to go. Ben Rama on the left-hand side. Skips by one player. Skips by another one. Crosses it in low. Oh, it takes a deflection. Pickford comes out and collects it. Oh, no. Calvert-Lewin. Hits the bar. Calvert-Lewin hits the bar. Skips by. Honestly, and sometimes in the Premier League, it is the difference between having a striker who's offside anyway. But it's not even like fancy football in any way. It's just the run, play the ball through, let him do his job. This time I come out with Kudus, Souček. Benny, back to Alvarez. There's Paqueta through the middle, but he's gone for a big spray across the field. Sufal. Paqueta. It's Kudus in the middle there. Alvarez has got time. Paqueta playing in a bit of a deeper role, chips the ball over. It's a good ball from Bowen's gone down. He stays up though. Bowen's done really well. Plays it into the path of Sufal. Bowen has done phenomenal. Paqueta. Alvarez. Oh, Benny's giving the ball away. It's literally 3-on-3. Benny's had to bring him down. Referee's played advantage. He's going to blow it. He's going to give a yellow card. Is it Alvarez or Benrahma? Benrahma. Oh! Big ball up over the top, cleared from West Ham. Souček back into the path of Creswell, who clears up the field. Paqueta takes a touch, he does well, drives forward for West Ham, plays it into the path of Bowen, cleared from Everton. Ball played back. Zuma. Zuma drives forward from West Ham. Over to Sufal. Ball into the mix. Well won from Everton player there. Paqueta goes long, hard. Oh! It's a save from Pickford. It's an unbelievable save from Pickford. Honestly, the ball's landed into Kudus, and I do not know how Pickford saved it. He was given offside anyway. Fucking hell. The ball's just landed in the path of Kudus. Big ball into the box. Paqueta shoots from distance. Takes a deflection off of Jared Bowen. Then a deflection off of the Everton player. I don't understand how the rule is offside. Come on, West Ham. Alvarez plays the ball into the path. Paqueta out wide to Kudus. Kudus drives for West Ham. Cuts inside. Kudus still drives. They've got about 3 or 4 Everton players over him, but West Ham have come out with the ball. Crazy. Back to Alvarez. Don't shoot, Alvarez. You're about 50 yards out. It's a terrible ball from you. It's a terrible ball. Now Everton are on the counter. West Ham won the ball back with Alvarez, but it's a terrible ball. It's a foul. Kudus out on the right hand side. Skips by one player. Back the way though. Sprays the ball over. Is that Paqueta? No, Argard, sorry. Gerd coming over the halfway line. Chips the ball up over the top for Paqueta to chase. Chest it down. West Ham tried to win the second ball, but Everton now win it. Decor turns, drives forward at West Ham. Runs into traffic. Still got it, but he runs straight out into a throw-in for West Ham. Benny. Too easy for the Everton defender and Benrahma. I'm not being a dick, but it's so true. It's well won back from Tommy Souček. West Ham drive forward with Tommy Soucek again. And there's nothing on for him. He's turning into traffic and he has to look back. It's good ball forwards. It's good play from West Ham now. Soucek, Paqueta. West Ham are starting to kind of get each other in each other's way. Paqueta's fouled. He's going to go mental because he's not been given a foul against. Alvarez chases down. McNeil takes a deflection back to Agard. He chips the ball forward for West Ham into no man's land. Chip forward from Everton into no man's land. Takura tries to get in front of Agard. Agard's still there. Agard wins the ball. That's a throw into Everton. 10 minutes to go. Back with Pickford. Pickford's taking a couple of extra touches. Soufal's tried to win the ball back. He does. Zuma wins it. Played into Kudus. Kudus skips by one player, skips by two players, drives forward, sprays it out to the wide right. Paqueta tries to go early, but he cannot get the ball behind the defender. It's a terrible ball from Paqueta. West Ham win the ball back with Soufal. He plays the ball farther up the field. Paqueta keeps it in. Zuma does really well. He plays it into Alvarez. He turns. He drives. Soucek central on the edge of the centre circle. Sprays the ball out left. Krezi. Benny. Back into Zuma. Alvarez. Back into Paqueta out on the right-hand side. Kudus. It's a great ball. It's great. Kudus into the mix. Oh, it's to no one. Oh, it's so unlucky. It's a great vision from Alvarez. Alvarez is going to go in the book. There goes Alvarez. He's out in the next game as well. Alvarez and Paqueta are missing the next West Ham game against Brentford. Ah! West Ham win the header with Zuma. Here comes Danny Ings. Zuma driving forward. Into Kudus. Soucek, bit of space and time. He switches play over. Benrahma chests the ball down. Benrahma against Patterson onto his right foot. Soucek, nothing beside him. Plays it back. Alvarez switches play over to Soufal. Soufal still keeps it, goes to the touchline. Blocked from Everton player. Dacour. Back to Everton and they clear Mikalenko. Zuma's there. Oh, he does enough just to collect that ball from Agard. Alvarez drops in, collects the ball back from West Ham. Alvarez just spots a little gap, drives forward, still got the ball, finds Paqueta, plays a neat one touch into Bowen. Benrahma, who's on the edge of the box, don't shoot Alvarez. He is always going rosehead, I could tell. It's just the way he's not a shooter from distance. Here comes Danny Ings. And it's Creswell. We need to salvage something from this game. Minimum. West Ham have got the ball again. Areola. Everton not sitting back at all. They've got 5-6 players in West Ham's half. West Ham tried to win, play the ball forward. So many balls over the top from West Ham today. Honestly, I would say that West Ham have done a Sean Dyche in terms of collect the ball, good possession, and then play the ball up over the top. Never works. There goes another ball up over the top. They win the header. It goes out for a West Ham throw in. Feels like it's long ball FC today. 4 minutes to go of normal time. Sefal with a throw in. Paqueta. Sefal. Paqueta, of course, who will miss the next game. Plays the ball into Agerd on the edge of the centre circle. He drives forward for West Ham. Keeps driving forward. Still driving forward on the edge of the box. Crosses it in. Tries to go. He tries a cross and it just... Pickford has to panic. I don't know if that was going to go in. Pickford couldn't take a risk there. And it was and it's a corner to West Ham. Corner West Ham. They've won the first header though from the corner. Sefal goes early, but it's into the mix for West Ham. Cleared from Everton. Paqueta's got the ball. He's inside the 18-yard box. He turns. He's got the ball still. Chips it in. It's on the edge of the box. Who's that? Hit it again. Oh my God. Someone do something. Calvert-Lewin's done really well to win the ball back for Everton. Now it's the core. Round to Calvert-Lewin. So player coming in. Back post. McNeil. Everton have got a little bit of time on the ball down the right-hand side with Calvert-Lewin. Oh, my God. Zuma just got in front of Harrison there. Alvarez drives forward for West Ham, but the ball's too heavy and it goes out for an Everton throw-in. It comes an Everton sub. Calvert-Lewin is coming off. Ball goes out. West Ham goal kick. Remember, we will be going live after the game for your match reaction. Big ball up, punted upfield from West Ham. But again, they're winning the first ball. West Ham with the ball. Alvarez, Sefal. Alvarez. Zuma. Big switch play. Good ball. Everton have done well to knock that out. So West Ham throw in. We've taken it early. Paqueta's got the ball. Skip by a player. Chips it into the box. Keep the ball down. Oh my God! Ben Ram on the volley. It's a great save from Pickford. It's an unbelievable save from Pickford. Ben Rama's hit that on the volley. Up you get Agerd. Alvarez has got to do better. 6 minutes of added time, injury time. Pickford's kept them in it there, 100%. Paqueta plays it early to Kudus. That's a good ball through for Paqueta. Oh, I can't get that through, but Kudus switches play over to Benny on the edge of the box. Put it onto your right foot. Have a dig. Man on! Fuck off, ref! Oh! Ah! West Ham win the ball back. Sufal drives him forward. Kudus down the right hand side. We've only got maybe this and one more chance. Paqueta sprays the ball wide left. Benrahma cleared from Everton. West Ham throw in. Ball into the mix from West Ham, but they've won the header again. Onana's done really well to win that ball for Everton. He's still using the screening. He's done really well. Dwight McNeil coming overlap. It's 3-on-3. Dwight McNeil blocked from West Ham, but Dwight McNeil's wins ball back. Throw into Everton. Yeah. Ball's gone out for a West Ham throw in. Got 2.5 minutes to go. Players off the field. I don't know why we're holding off. Are you joking me, referee? The player is off the field. The player is off the field. The player stopped playing. The player's off the field. The player's off the field! Like 2.5 minutes to go. Benrahma down the left-hand side. Zuma's gone upfield now. Alvarez, Paqueta, drop deep, collect the ball, punt the ball forward. Souček's won the second ball. Aguerd driving forwards. Chips it into Souček. Over on the left-hand side, Benrahma. Benny's got to get that in earlier. We've got like a minute to go. We've got a minute to go. Big hope. West Ham got the ball with Areola. We've got a minute to go now. Areola sprays the ball. Kudos chests it down. Decor comes in, wins the ball, and it's a West Ham throw in. He goes early. Kudos back to Sufal. Tries to skip by one player. There's loads of Everton players on him. Kudos tries to win it there. Decor chips the ball forwards. Sorry, Onana. Decor's got the ball. Now it's back with Alvarez. Got 1 minute to go. Agard into Paqueta. 30 seconds to go. Ball over the top. Good ball into Ings. Crosses it in. Pickford just a routine catch. That's going to be it, isn't it? Kudus. Full time. Come and join us on the review. I mean, I don't want to do it, but we're going to have to do it. I'm sorry, West Ham got beat 1-0 at home. We'll come across on the review and we'll discuss it across there. If you are watching, you've got the option to either click on the link that will take you across or just come searching for us and we'll see you across there. See you in 2 minutes.